Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new update video with myself, Foorun. Now I do just quickly want to apologise about the slight echo that I have at the moment. I'm currently redecorating and my room is empty, so we are going to get some feedback on this microphone. But we're going to be taking a look at what is coming in the Rust update on the 2nd of February 2017. Now just remember that today is going to be a forced wipe. Now as you can see here, there is a lovely flame turret in front of me. Now this is now going to be in game after today's update. Now if we just take a look in crafting, we can take a look at it, and it is a automated flame turret which requires low grade fuel and sprays flames when triggered. Now this is going to work similar to the auto turret, which obviously shoots bullets, but it's going to shoot flames. Now this is probably going to be pretty close quarters, but I expect it is going to be very deadly. Now as you can see here, it costs 20 high quality metal, 6 metal pipes, 5 empty propane tanks, and 100 low grade fuel. And then the next update that I have for you guys is ownership is now removed, but scores have been updated so that they will display the name of the player. So if we take a look here, we can see it says Skull of Foorun. This obviously will change to any name of the player in which you have killed. We also have had an update to the rad suit. It will now work correctly and it will give you full protection when you are inside of any radiated zones, so you'll no longer take small amounts of damage when wearing it. We've also had an update with skins, so now you will spawn with your most recent rock skin whenever you die. Quickcraft will also use your most recently used skin. And if you take a look in your crafting queue, you will now see the skin of the item that you are crafting. Now along with the flame turret, we also have another new item added into the game today. And that is this tuna can wall lamp. The wall lamp will burn at the same speed as a lantern and will burn low grade fuel. Ladder hatches no longer take damage from underneath with hatchets and bone clubs and other melee items. This is basically forcing you to use satchel charges and other explosives when you have low amounts of damage to deal on any building components. We're also going to see faster world and client loading thanks to the new world serialization that's been added. This essentially is now going to cache servers on your computer. So it's something that you're going to want to look into. If you start moving servers a lot, you will end up caching them, and you will want to keep on top of this and delete it if you do move servers regularly. You may also notice that there has been a combat log update, and you will now be given a unique ID per player for each player in the combat log, so that will be like yourself and another player. Just note that this is not the Steam ID. So if you do think that it's a hacker hitting you and you want to report them, you can't use the ID that you are being given from the combat log. And then just another thing on skins. Skin issue has now been fully fixed. It was an issue on Steam's end and they have now resolved all issues with it. And we may, hopefully, get the dungeon overgrowth added in with today's update. Obviously, this is the first update of the month. This is where they add in anything big that they've been working on and force wipe the entire game. The cost of bone armor is also now reduced, so the deer helmet and the bone armor is both reduced by approximately half of the price. The hammer now once again will display things in blue. It's not how it previously was, it still looks a bit funky just like the red one did, but it is now back blue and it is easier to see. And water can now only be taken out of water barrels and anything else that is actually holding water only by looking directly at the tap. You'll no longer be able to access it by looking at any other part. The pumpkin helmet will now render at longer distances, so just be aware that if you are wearing one, people will see your head lit up from a lot further away. You will also now notice that at night when you're shooting arrows, there will no longer be a white stream coming from behind where the arrows were shot from. You'll also notice that pistol and rifle ammo now stacks to 128, which is double what it previously stacked at. We've also had a buff to the cleaver. It now deals more damage and has a bigger attack radius, similar to that of the mace. And the 60-second suicide delay is now removed for admins in a server. And then the last thing that I have for you guys this week is there has been a gravity server convar added, which basically means that in a server you should be able to edit the gravity. Currently I can't seem to get this to work, but it is being added, so if people do manage to get it to work, if it is currently editable, you may start seeing things like people having modded servers or people changing their server so that you can jump extremely high and take no damage from falling. Another way that you might see this being used is somebody may increase the gravity slightly so that you can no longer boost on top of one another, which will be very good in a solo server setting. But that is everything I have for you guys this week. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you hit that like button and make sure that you are subscribed if you'd like to see more content. Once again, I'd like to apologise about any echoes in this video. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.